everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here, and you know what time it is. It is time for the Monday Q&A. But hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. And let's get right into these questions. First question. How much time off from weight training can you take off realistically without losing your gains? This is hard to say because you can see performance decreases as soon as 72 hours to some extent, but true detraining and loss of adaptation seems to take about 2 weeks to happen from what we can tell in research, at least in fairly advanced lifters. It's completely different for someone just starting. They can detrain quickly and lose everything and be right back where they were, but if you've been training more than a year, it takes about 2 weeks to detrain a given type of training stimulus, which would include certain types of hypertrophy regressing, loss of neural adaptation or storage factors for glycogen, so about 2 weeks. So from the 2 week point and on, you're going to make continual losses. But that is generally where it starts. All right, next question. With most competitions weighing in at most 2 hours before competition, can cutting weight for powerlifting still be considered a valid strategy? And if so, how would you do it while still maintaining as much strength as possible? Well, the thing you've got to remember is that a lot of meets don't do that. Some of them let you weigh in the day before the meet, which lets you come in 20 to 30 pounds heavier the next day if you really want. But remember, this is going to be different for natural or enhanced lifters. Now, Jamie Lewis at Chaos and Pain has done a full write-up on how he does this, and it's quite long. But the basics are you can carb deplete the final few days, and then what you do, and some people even choose to go in a sauna the night before to drop a little more water, and then what you do the moment you weigh in, you start choking Pedialyte or other electrolyte drinks that are highly concentrated electrolytes like that, and you start chugging down as many fast carbs as you can get, tons of rice cakes, orange juice, whatever. You want to get as many carbs into your system and as many electrolytes as you can to get your weight back up. And the thing you have to keep in mind, a meet could last for hours. So you might squat. In the squat, you might still be regaining muscle glycogen, but the bench and the deadlift, you're going to be at quite a bit different body weight than you were at the squat because you oftentimes have hours between the two. So put that in perspective also. It's just going to depend upon the venue and the meet, and so you have to know what's going to happen ahead of time. You have to know when the weigh-ins are, when the different lifts are going to happen, and what's going on at your meet ahead of time. And then guys who use drugs, they simply change their drugs right after the weigh-in. They might use very dry compounds going into it, and then they start popping test suspension and anadrol as soon as they step off the scale. All right, last question. BCAAs, do you use them? And if not, why? No, I don't use them. I don't think they're necessary. I've done some videos on this, and I apologize because a lot of my videos on this topic discussing the research on it by one of the very few individuals actually putting out any research on it, I debunked that, and I'm having potential legal issues over debunking them, so those videos are down and they're not available, and I apologize to you guys for that, but that is what it is. But no, I simply don't feel there's any benefit to taking them. It's a waste of money. Alright guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you next time.